Hey, good morning. Okay, it's 11:56. I asked what time it was to make sure I was on time. Hey, how y'all doing? Good? Hey, Fleet Whitman, I've been in the Navy 30 years, 1985. Holy cow, right? Been a Chief Petty Officer 20 years, and I'm at Pac Fleet right now. All right, opening up the deck for questions.
Good afternoon, Master Chief.
Good afternoon.
Warren Garcia, 3rd
Hi,
Marine
Garcia.
Regiment. So we've been reading in the Navy Times about that deployments might be changing a little bit. We've been hearing whispers around the fleet that our future deployments might be a little different. I was wondering if you could shed some light on that for us.
I can. It's called the OFRP, Optimizing Fleet Readiness Plan. Okay, and what it basically does is it starts at basic phase and maintenance phase, and it gives a 7th-month deployment is what they're looking at. They're gauging at a 7-month deployment. Now, how many of you have gone out for a deployment that lasted longer than 7 months? And I think there's quite a few of our hands have gone up. At least now they're tailoring the deployment to 7 months, and we know anything can happen during that time frame, right? So as they go out and they focus on the 7 months, it could go to 8, but it's called Optimizing Fleet Response Plan, okay? And that's what it's boiling down to. Did it answer your question?
Absolutely, Master Chief.
Hey, Garcia, the first question gets a coin, so thanks, buddy. I appreciate it. Don't put it on eBay, all right?
Absolutely not,
All
Master
right.
Chief.
Good afternoon, Master Chief. My name is HM2 Cook with CLB3.
Hi.
My question is, the Navy loses women post-pregnancy. The Army has an effective pre- and post-pregnancy training program. Has the Navy looked at it to see how other services treat their pregnant service members?
So that is a great question. So the Army, they actually have a post-pregnancy, what I would call PT plan to kind of get them back into shape, and what I would call fight and ready, right? And the Navy currently does not. But what we are doing, BUMED, is working with the Army on what their program is, and we're starting to look at doing our own program. What I ask sailors to do is basically go out, and we always have a survey, and the survey is with pregnancy, and fill out that survey, because that puts in all the information that they need to make the Navy's postpartum pregnancy PT plan pretty dang good. So back in 1990, we had nothing, right? So within 30 days, if you had a baby, you had to be right back ready to fight. Well, I'm gonna tell you what, that body does not bounce back, right? And I sure could have used it back in 1990, but we're working it. And I thank you for the question, awesome question. All right, take care, Cook.
Morning, Master Chief.
Hi.
HM2 Kilcrease, 3rd Marine Regiment.
All right, hoo-yah.
My question is, if you're married dual military, there is no detailing code to keep you near your children. I was wondering if there was anything we could do about that.
Can you ask the question again?
There's no detailing code listed to keep you near your children if you're married dual military.
Married dual military, or if you're divorced?
Divorce.
Divorced. Okay, so I guess I would first say to you, detailing number one is pretty hard, right? Detailing, if you're married mill to mill, we detail mill to mill, right? We do detail mill to mill. Military and then divorced, we really don't detail to that. And I kind of would caveat that my husband, they don't detail me to my husband's job, right? But what I ask you to do is contact your detailer early, talk to your detailer, and at the end of the day, if they could possibly work it, they'll work it, right? But at the end of the day, they don't. They detail mill to mill, son. Okay? All right, thank you.
Afternoon, Master Chief.
Hi.
HN Zismos, 2nd Battalion, 3rd Marines. My question is regards to TAD orders. So when we get TAD orders, why can't we get them in a more timely fashion so we can get advanced travel pay instead of having the sailors pay for them out of pocket?
And you're just talking TAD orders to like a school?
Yes, Master Chief.
Okay. Hey, so TAD orders. How many of you guys go TAD? Or have been TAD? Quite a few of your hands should go up. So the normal process is 15 days, right? You should ask for your advance pay on your orders, right? Sometimes that just doesn't happen, right? So if it happened in a perfect world and you had your orders 15 days out, within 7 days of execution, you should get your, what is it called? Advanced what? Advanced travel pay, right? The money to pay for your travel, right? Sometimes that doesn't happen. So what I would say is if it doesn't happen in a timely manner, as soon as the authorization officer or the AO signs it, your money should come up. Now you're going to say, hey, fleet, guess what? I've already executed it and I'm gone and it's coming out of my pocket, right? So what I ask you to do is make sure before you travel, you understand what you're authorized, because sometimes, and I did it, I got a rental car. And guess who ate the cost of the rental car? I did, because I didn't ask. Hey, was I authorized to rent a car? And I really wasn't, right? So 15 days is what we're looking at in a best case scenario. You should get your advance pay in 7 days. And if it just doesn't happen, make sure when you execute those TAD orders, you understand 100% what you're authorized, or you're going to eat maybe a rental car that I did, okay? All right,
Chief.
thank you.
Thank you very
And
much.
don't forget to talk to your chief too, right?
Yes, ma'am,
They're
Chief.
here to help you.
Yes,
All
ma'am,
right,
Chief. Thank you very much.
All right, Master Chief.
Hi.
My name is Ajman Jones from 21st Dell Company. My question is regarding selective service.
Oh, what do you think of that?
I think it's pretty good.
Okay.
So pretty much nowadays, women's roles are now expanding. So
Yeah.
I'm thinking, will it be available for women to register for selective service?
Okay, so currently right now, can we register for selective service? Do you guys know? The answer's no, right? However, there is, it's in the House right now that it possibly could happen. If the House signs it off, then where's it got to go next? Congress, right? And then they have to sign it off. But what the answer really is right now, the answer is no, and that they're looking into it.
Thank you,
Okay?
Master Chief.
All right, thank you. That would be the draft, right? Selective service? Yeah, okay.
Good afternoon, Master Chief.
Hi.
H.N. Kirkpatrick from 2nd Battalion, 3rd Marines.
Hi.
I was just wondering if the changes in the retirement system from enlisted to officer would affect the sailors, and if so, how?
Okay, so the question was going from enlisted to officer with the new retirement system, correct? So when we joined the Navy, we got something called an ADSW. Do you guys know what that is? It's called an active service, not ADSW, ADSD, active duty service date. Who's a reservist in here? I was going down the ADSW route, right? Okay, active duty service date. So when you go in to put in and you become an officer, that never changes. That date never changes. Your contract closes out as an enlisted, and then you open up a new officer contract, but your date will never change. Okay, so the short answer is no. Okay? Are you okay with that?
I am, Master Chief.
Okay, are you putting in a package?
I was thinking about it.
Okay, good, yes, excellent.
Good afternoon, Master Chief. H1 Beard from 21st Dental Company.
You can relax, it's okay, all right? You're scaring me. All right, coming on. Yeah, you got me, woo! Okay, go ahead.
Good to go, Master Chief. My question is, will MWR and base services see a decline in the physical department that they're currently in right now?
Okay, will MWR
And base services.
and base services see a decline in the fiscal environment we're in today?
Yes, Master Chief.
Okay, so the greatest thing about MWR is they're able to get grants, so they can ask for more money. That's the greatest thing. And they get their grants from non-appropriated funds, or NAF, right? Non-appropriated funds. So I can tell you a quick sea story in Lemoore, California. They actually used NAF funds to bring in an entertainment so the sailors and the families on their base could actually see this awesome country singer come and sing. So they actually are able to get monies from a different, what I would call a different pot of money, NAF, okay?
Good to go, Master Chief.
All right, thank you. Hey, was this good? Yeah? Did you learn a little something today? Yeah? Okay. Do you know you're all relevant? Do you know you all fit into a big picture? And if you don't understand where you fit in, you need to go talk to your chief. Thank you for what you do on a daily basis. Have a good day, okay? All right, thanks, guys.